Hi, I'm Joel Cranson. This first deleted scene that you're going to see is called Taking a Break. This original scene features myself and actor Kevin Herman taking a break on our way to Jonas' compound. Now, the reason why it was deleted from the film was primarily due to pacing and due to time. We had already had 2 or 3 major conversations leading up to the next sequence of action, and we just felt that it was really slowing down the overall pacing of the film. Also, there's a line in the film, in this particular scene, where Kit says something along the lines of, "I was born not too far away from here," which was part of the story arc that was later deleted from part 3. So you can kind of ignore that, but it really actually doesn't make much difference to the scene. But all in all, it was a nice little scene to discover Kit's relationship with Spence, but ultimately it was not necessary.
Thank you. Take a break.
So, how do you plan to get in once we're there?
Walk right in through the front door.
Will that work?
We have no reason to be sneaky, do we? When we get inside, take a look around, see what you can find.
And what will you be doing?
I'll improvise.
Right.
So how long have you been at the academy?
12 years. I got there when I was 5.
When Ben Dean found you.
Yes. He said he found me not too far from here, but I don't remember any of it. How'd you know that?
He said you had quite the knack for mechanics.
I can do a few things.
Like bring a communication console back from the dead?
It's just a few singed wires. Nothing, really.
So were you friends with Spence Loren?
His best.
I'm sorry.
Sorry he turned evil. Or sorry you and Jaina had to kill him.
I don't know. Just sorry. Break's over.
This next deleted scene you're about to see is Joans' Office. Now, what this is it's the beginning of the Joans Office scene that is currently still in the film. But what we decided to do was lop it out, primarily, again, due for time. It was very talky, and what it was doing was showing a little bit of Jonas' attitude. But we figure, starting from the hologram on, we still get to see enough of Jonas' attitude to where we see what kind of character he is. And ultimately what the scene is us just coming into the room and sitting down. It's not very interesting, but it was still kind of cool to shoot, but at the same time, once again, you know, we had to get rid of it.
Sit down. I have to say, Kyle, Ondos is the last place I expected to find you. This is indeed a pleasant surprise.
Is that why your flunkies were taking pot shots at me and my friend here?
Our sensors picked up something moving towards the compound through the woods.
And it's easier to figure out what it is once it's dead?
Security has to be tight these days.
Security? The entire Andan army doesn't have that much firepower.
It's, cutthroat industry.
And what industry would that be exactly? Talk around the New Republic says you're back into weapons dealing.
Talk seems to be all the New Republic can do these days. At least the Empire knew how to get things done.
Yeah, kill a few people by blowing up a planet or two.
Cute kid, Kyle. Where'd you find him?
I have to talk fast. I can't be sure this is a secure line. I got the shipment. This plan of yours may have been a lot more trouble than it's worth, but I guess that doesn't matter now. Kados won't know what hit him.
Interesting. So, let me see if I've got this straight. Some New Republic bureaucrat saw this transmission, and all of a sudden I'm back into weapons.
This next deleted scene is the alternate hallway scene. This scene was actually filmed on our first day of principal photography, once we had finished at Arizona State University. We went over to this little area that I knew and decided to film a scene between Kit and I discussing what we weren't finding at Jonas' compound and a little bit about Celise. There's a line in the scene that I really wasn't keen on where I asked Kit if he liked Celise, like that. And ultimately, it was a little two guys talking in a high school hallway for me. So we decided to snip it out. And then ultimately, we later reshot the scene, which is the scene that you see in the film.
Action. See anything interesting on the tour?
Not really. It looks pretty clean. Well, as clean as a spice trader gets. Do you really think he's hiding something?
With Jonas, it's hard to tell if he's hiding something or if he just wants you to think he's hiding something. I don't know. Maybe we're looking in the wrong place.
Maybe.
How about that woman that showed you around?
Celise? She didn't say a whole lot about anything.
You like her?
Well,
It's all right, kid. You're allowed. Just be careful.
so what do we do now?
So far, this place is the only lead we've got. Why don't you try Celise again and see if she'll slip up? She seems like the type.
And what do I say?
I don't know. Improvise.